Hello and welcome. This is BQ Prime. I am Agam Vakil, and you're watching the FNO Show, a show in which we take you through the equity markets in India, specifically as to what's happening in the derivative space. Let's start by taking a look at what's happening in today's markets. We did see a little bit of weakness coming in, largely on account of the big earnings which have started to seep in. It wasn't exactly a disappointing quarter for TCS, yet it was a subdued one, a rather unexpected line, but that said, we have seen a little bit of recovery from the intraday lows for the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. That said, it's been a fairly quiet day of trade, especially given it is the weekly options expiry for the Nifty. So some of these factors coming in for now, though, the Nifty is comfortably above the mark of 19,800. Speaking of the Bank Nifty, before that, let me also quickly take a look at what's happening in the option side in the Nifty, because it is the weekly options expiry today. And what we are seeing is essentially a lot of activity and flurry around the 19,800. I reckon a lot of traders out there in today's day of trade will have sold the straddles, and those were sold straddles around the 19,800 mark, at least for now, potentially making a little bit of profits. But you never can tell. The last couple of hours can be crucial, and you may actually see a very, very sharp move in either side. And that perhaps, with something that we're going to have to wait and watch out for. Very quickly, before I move on, as far as the Bank Nifty is concerned, that's also marginally in the green at the moment, currently about 44,600 mark. 100 points above 44,500, that's the level that we've been speaking about over the past few days. So that's the other one, at least on the spot that we're watching out for. But on that note, let's bring in an expert and see as to what he has to say as far as today's markets are concerned, which at least so far haven't exactly, while they have been choppy, it's not really been overall very, very eventful. So we have Jay Thakkar, who's joining us on the show, and he's going to take us through what we can watch out for. Jay, good morning, and thank you so much for joining in. If you can take us through your views on the markets and how you're approaching the benchmark indices.
Hi, very good morning to you, Agam. Agam, I'll give you two perspectives. One is the short-term perspective, and one is the positional medium-term perspective on the markets. Right. So, what I believe, as far as the I'll talk first about the broader range of the market. So, I believe that the Bank Nifty again is trading within a clear range of say 43,500, 43,800 on the lower side, and the way it has reversed from those levels. I mean, the previous highs of 46,000. That will act as a very crucial resistance. Why? Because Nifty made a lifetime high about 19,995, lifetime high of 20,200. So you saw Nifty making a new high. Bank Nifty had a high of 46,369, and this time around it made a high of 46,310. So there you saw a lower high. So what's happened is Bank Nifty has gone into a range. And now this range is very well defined. I would say it's clearly 43,800 to 46,000. It's reversed from the lower end of the range. So possibility of the probability is that it moves towards the upper end of the range. And the markets are going to be range bound, especially the Bank Nifty. I think it's going to be trading within this range of 2,000 points, 2,500 points for the next couple of weeks or months. Right? As far as Nifty is concerned, I mean that has outperformed in the past. It has a probability of outperforming in future as well going forward, looking at the data as well as the chart structure. So Nifty has been rising up in an upward sloping channel, right? And 19,300, 19,200 now are the very crucial immediate support on Nifty. Okay, until those levels positionally are held, Nifty may again form 20,300 again lifetime high by around 100 points. That's the medium term view. As far as the short term view is concerned, I would say that 19,600 is a very crucial support till Nifty holds above those levels. I mean, sustains above those levels. 19,950, 20,000. These are the targets immediately likely on Nifty. As far as the expiry view is concerned, that is today's view is concerned, I would say that Nifty sustaining about 19,800 can go and climb to 19,850, but not beyond 900 for today, for sure. And below 19,800, it can slip to 19,750, 725. So 19,800 is the level to watch out for today's expiry. Above those levels is bullish, below those levels is intraday bearish. As far as short-term view for Bank Nifty is concerned, Bank Nifty is likely to reach toward the levels of 54,800 to 45,000 on an immediate basis. And now I think that 44,400 to 500 is a very crucial support range.
All right. Okay, so that's your view on the Nifty on a positional basis as well as an intraday view, given that today's expiry is there. And of course, Jay has also given his view on the Bank Nifty. But going forward, let's also very quickly address what's happening in the stocks, futures bit. And again, we are seeing a lot of traction in the IT space, naturally, given we have TCS, and later on today, we will also have Nifty and HCL Technologies actually go ahead and announce earnings. So plenty of traction as far as your IT space is concerned. But besides that, we do have some amount of traction in the names like NMDC. Now, NMDC is in fact one of the top gainers as far as the stock futures section is concerned, and Nalco is the other one, which is also up and about. So we have a handful of metal names gaining. And we also have GAIL advancing by nearly 3%, followed by Interglobe Aviation by just as much, about 2.7% to be precise. So plenty more stocks on the up move today as compared to those on the decline. Of course, the largest loser in today's job trade is TCS. One of the other movers that we are seeing is HCL Technologies. We're awaiting earnings today. And it's a wait and watch on how things pan out. And of course, all these earnings will react in tomorrow's session. That said, Jay, among the top movers, we also have Kotak Bank, which is in focus. You have a view on that. Can you tell us what you are making of that stock?
I'll say, as far as Kotak Bank is concerned, I have a buy recommendation on that as well for today. Today's link of ours. I think that Kotak Bank futures are likely to reach towards the levels of 1830, 1870 in the short term. On the lower side, one can place stop loss at 1730 and go long on futures. The reason being is that recently we have seen short covering happening there. We have seen that happening in Bank Nifty as well, hence I have a target of 44,800, 45,000 levels there, right? Kotak Bank, along with this derivatives data, we are seeing short build about that. What's also happening is that technically, if you see, Kotak Bank has formed a very nice falling wedge pattern. This is a bullish reversal pattern. It has reversed quite well from the overhead with a positive divergence against short-term momentum indicators as well. So technically, as well as from the point of view of derivatives, Kotak Bank looks absolutely positive, and I have a buy recommendation out there. As far as the other names which you mentioned, NMDC, I mean, I'm with you, in agreement with you that metals are doing good, and NMDC especially has provided a very nice pickup from consolidation. I don't think now the NMDC should be closing in the near term below the levels of 155, and it's inching towards the levels of say 170 or so. And as far as the IT bank is concerned, it's going to be volatile going forward as well. I would say that with this results, as well as the view going forward in the short to medium term is going to be volatile. But one thing is for sure that the downside is limited, at least in the medium term basis. So if at all there is a good dip, that should be utilized as a buying opportunity. As there are good amount of mid-cap stocks among the IT pack, CFSL or maybe Cyient or maybe Sonata Software. All of these are doing very good. I mean, Sonata Software, Cyient are moving at trading around the levels of their lifetime highs. So they are performing the IT index overall, if you see, or maybe the large cap IT names as well. And there are among the large cap names, HCL Tech, TCS, Infosys, all of them are moving very slow and steadily. And of course, because of the global crisis, the kind of person mostly coming in the IT names, and also because of the valuation concerns. So that space will move slowly, I would say, and we will not see a sharp run out there unless we have a hint from the indicators or from such data. As of now, there is not such kind of evidence wherein we can say that there will be a unidirectional move. But then the outlook is also not that negative now on IT. So it's going to be sideways to positive.
Okay. All right. Well, for now, the market's holding on to exactly where we left off about 10 minutes ago, but we're out of time on this show. Jay Thakkar, thank you so much for joining in and taking the time out to giving us your views on the markets currently, specifically in today's expiry as well. And on that note, we'll be signing out, but don't go anywhere. There's lots more lined up. Stay tuned to BQ Prime, and we will keep bringing you more.